Hello and welcome back to another 1v1 game in Steel Division 2. Today we will be playing the 26th guard, and we've seen a lot of this deck already, although none of the decks have really carried over since the beta, so I had to make a new one. And this is a deck I kinda made to spam, because spam seems to be the new meta. At least it seems so. You know, RD, planes, a lot of infantry, a lot of spam. So let's go over this real quick. I have some snipers, only 4 of them because I need the activation points. Now, my infantry isn't like organized the best way because I don't have anybody in fast transports, and I might skip a group of guards here somewhere and put in these separate PPSH guys, and I think I'm gonna do that right now. So I have 18 guards in B and how many guards? 27 in C. So I'll do that and opt out for some sappers in A in these fast jeeps to capture territory. So of course I haven't played with that deck. I played with all the guards that I had, so that's about it. So mostly guards, Sturmoviki. From phase B I get some Automachiki as well. And I think this was a mistake on my part. I wanted to have them vetted up. That's good enough. And this is how it looks. So in C, a lot of guards for these protected fights. Have some T-34s for supporting my infantry. Have one IS-1. You know, you can only get one of these bad boys in this division. And I have 10 KB-85s, which are nice tanks. 125 front armor, 145 pen. Pretty good tank. Support-wise, I have some flamers, flame T-34s. I have combat, which is, you know, the commander. I've put an ISU 152 in A, just in case, you know, we can meet a lot of enemy armor and I might need it. Some Studebakers and some more ISU 152s. AT-wise, have these little 45mm guns, SU-85s, and 6 ZIS guns, just in case we need some AT on the field. Anti-air is pretty bad, just these ZSU M15s, which are only okay, not really too good, but 6 of them. RD-wise, I have these that I use as infantry leaders, 120mm mortar, this Katyusha variant, and 2 of these big 203mm guns. Air, a lot of fire planes, so this is like 10 Yak-9s and 10 Yak-9Bs, which can kinda, you know, serve as a fighter plane as well if you're desperate, but they're mostly good for taking out enemy tanks. Also, another thing that has changed right now is that when you're auto matching, you can get mirror matches, so you can play against Allied Division even if you are playing an Allied Division, which is something I dislike, to be honest. And the devs said that they will improve the system when I asked if we can get a button to disable mirror matches, so mirror faction matches, or you can even get a straight mirror like 26th against 26th, which is the most stupid thing that can happen, since winning then mostly depends on the income that you have chosen. Since, you know, if you have the same units and the guy has 150 and you have 100 in A, you're gonna get crushed. But okay, we're gonna get right into the game. Alright, here we go. I'm playing 26th, and my opponent TNR is playing 9th Guards Cavalry, another division that I kinda have to check out in detail more closely. I haven't really played them much. So, good old Orsha. I'll be waiting for the units to be on the field, and then I'll look at the deployments a bit more closely. And I don't know if you hear anything. I think my headphones are a bit on the low side, but I think I'm gonna go with a bit more master volume, because I saw in the last video we didn't really hear the game sound except for some shots, so now we can at least have a background and music, but I'm kind of afraid that it will be too much so you can't hear me. Okay, still deploying. I'm gonna move closer to my mic a bit, but I think you should be able to hear me pretty good. So 9 Guards Cav, I haven't really looked at them in detail. I know they have a lot of these Kozaki infantry, which looks quite interesting on paper, and I have to try out the division more to know much more about it, I guess. But let's look at the deployment. First, my opponent here on the left side, he has 2 flamers, a Maxim M42 gun, some Kazaki infantry, and 3 Shermans. Everything is pretty wetted up here. So these are Shermans, right? Yes. So just fast moving them here. Over here he has flamers, 3 flamers, 2 Maxim MGs, M42, and some Kazaki moving into these positions. In the middle he has a Maxim M42 45mm gun, some Kazaki, and an AA piece. Moving to this hill, yes. Over here we have some leaders, flamers, M42 gun, and Kazaki moving into the village. Let's look at my side over here. I have some snipers, 2 flame T-34, some Sturmoviki LPO flamers, guards, some RT leaders, 120mm mortar, and guards and Sturmoviki moving into these positions. Over here I have a sniper and 2 guards moving into this little village. Here I have a sniper, M42 gun, guards and Sturmoviki moving into these positions. To the right I have 2 45mm guns moving into these positions over here. And Sturmoviki LPO, and guards just taking this whole area. So a bit of a conservative deployment. I didn't attack the village as I sometimes do. So let's go to 1 speed and see what happens. We take this objective for a second because our sniper and M42 gun arrives first and kind of caps it for a bit. Here his troops are coming in, M42 gun dismounting. Should get a shot on something, but it's too far away. Should have left it a little bit more down. Generally good position for an AT gun though. To the left, flamers are the first to arrive. Snipers are here. M42 gun getting a shot on something but loses target. Or the M42 gun does the same. My infantry starts arriving over here. Now we can start a fight. Mortar firing at enemy positions. Over here a bit of an engagement. The Sturmoviki firing their MG at enemy infantry. To the left, 2 T-34s of course now shooting the enemy infantry. Mortar starting to fire. Guards supporting with their MGs. Kazaki get pinned down by the snipers, I think. 120mm getting some good shots on these flamers. Sturmoviki moving through. To the right, bit of a stalemate, just Kazaki and Sturmoviki duking it out a bit. My infantry moves forward. Sturmoviki and guards will take over the village. Flamers start shooting but won't be alive long between the snipers and the guards. These guys can be surprisingly good. They have a lot of rifles, 9 rifles shooting. They can kill infantry. T-34 moving into position, one of them here to guard this forest, the second one to apply pressure to this part of the forest. To the right I start moving in some planes, 2 Yak-9s, just strafing out his Shermans and everything I can see. He takes out one of my AT guns though. Gets a gun jammed from that AT gun though. 45mm will be moving to this position to replace the AT gun. Reinforcements incoming, Kazaki and 1 Kazaki squad, 2 mortars. More AA moving in. For me, 2 T-34s into the forest. 13-11. I have a slight advantage. Now it's mostly about strafing out the stuff that I can see, which is this infantry squad and the Maxim for now. I have air superiority for now. He didn't move any planes in. T-34 moving through the forest. I'm trying to cap this objective. Sturmoviki coming through as well. 120mm mortar starting to fire at the 82mm that I somehow spot. I think these snipers spotted him. which might be the case. Yes, I think the sniper spotted him. So he's shooting at my infantry, my mortar shooting at his mortar, so let's see the effect. You know, counter-barraging arty is a double-edged sword. If it's arty that is, I don't know, like mechanized arty, I don't know what it's called, like self-propelled guns that act as arty, it's kind of pointless to counter-barrage it because the chances are low that you will kill it, but it's good to counter-barrage these because, as you can see, especially the 120 mil when these guys are so bunched up does good damage. I'm trying to push this objective here, no reason to stay passive in the forest if I feel that I have the advantage, but there is the 45 mil there. I move my planes over here, although they're almost out of ammunition, and this yellow guy over here is an ace. So I should have this guy as well, but I didn't really play the division, so I don't know. So Soviet the ace. Ivan Nikitovich Kozheb dupe, or whatever. Fighter ace. T-34 getting some good shots on the 45 mil. Turret stuck, which is bad. Guards moving in. Really bad for the T-34. I should have stopped with the guards and shot that thing, but I didn't micro it well. But I moved back trying to take that thing out, which I will, so that was worth it. Really worth it in the sense of losing that T-34, but it was worth coming back for the kill. To the right, nothing much is happening. He's keeping back for now. I'm moving in another T-34. Trying to destroy that second mortar, which I kind of spot with my... I think the snipers are spotting it for the most part. Kazaki do a really good job against the guards there, take them out. So these Kazaki, 3 PPSHs, 4 rifles, 1 MG and PTRD. Pretty good squad actually. Wait, let's compare them to a guard squad. So these guys have 1 PPSH, 8 rifles, 2. So these guys are a bit better in close combat, that's the thing. I mean, how many MGs? So 1, and the guards have 2. Yeah, they have 1 less MG and more PPSHs, so more suited for close combat. Flamers moving into the forest. Sturmoviki are here. I let them throw their frag HE shell. And now I move out. Although that squad was already dead. Enemy fighter ace is just strafing. I don't want to commit because I know he has some AA around. Although with 26th have a lot of planes, so getting air superiority against 26th is pretty hard. Can go a bit faster since nothing much is happening here. But here we go. Engagement in the forest. I have the RD leader here, so he should buff these guys so they don't surrender. And I moved them too early so they don't throw their charge, so bad place here by me. Sturmoviki LPO will destroy these enemy flamers pretty easily. Sturmoviki gets surrendered. I don't think they were quite in the aura, but there are these Sturmoviki left. So moving in now. 2 flamers. There we go. Destroying enemy infantry pretty easily. 14-10 right now. Studebaker there for some reason. And I move in Yaks, but I don't want to commit. He's trying to lure me over his AA, so that's something that I know. Bit of a stalemate on the other side. It's mostly now mind games who will commit first with his air force. I push through here so he can strafe out safely, but if I move here, these things will destroy my plane, so that is a bit problematic. These Shermans are moving through. Oh yes, he's moving the Shermans to the Studebaker because one of them has a gun jammed. More guards moving in for me. I try this trick again, but PTRD is doing a good job keeping that T-34 back. IS-1 moving in to an overwatch position because I expect him to do something around here. We are in phase B now. Again, I have two 120mm mortars. I'm trying to catch this mortar, but nope. Andrusha moving in, Studebaker moving in, and 203mm RDPs moving in. I feel like this will be an RD battle as well. I see that he was using his mortars pretty well, so I kinda expect this to happen. Andrusha waiting for a good target. Just mortaring this position, take out an enemy squad, which is always good. He's not really trying to mortar my mortars, which might be a mistake here. You don't want these 120 mils over your head. A lot of infantry moving in here, and now a prime target for the Andrusha, which will shoot. Guards get some shots off, and here we go. I'm trying to get a better bearing, and I tell my mortars to shoot as well. We want to use the opportunity to kill as much infantry as we can while they're bunched up like this. Enemy Air Force moving in again. So Andrusha aiming. His Air Force of course strafing out because they're under AA cover. I just move in my planes to kind of chase him off. You know, mind games it is. Andrusha shots coming in. No real direct hits for now. Shot is a bit off but does a lot of panic damage. But one squad gets taken down, and I immediately move my Andrusha. The Su-76s of course are trying to kill it immediately. A good hit by these will kill the Andrusha, so you should always move this thing after shooting. So this is kinda the first mistake that I make here. I really don't know the division, I mean these 9 guards, so I don't know what kind of RD he's shooting with. But since it's an Su-76, it's kinda, I would say, pointless to try to counter barrage it, and I'm trying to do it with my mortar and my RDPs, both RDPs now. And the effects are, you know, kinda meh. So here we go, the first like the 203, right? Yeah, 203 mil before RD won't really hit. And even if it hits, I think I saw some direct hits like that, and it didn't take any of the vehicles out, it just panics them, so that's bad. So I could have used that ammunition for something else, but I guess you can at least panic his RD if that's something that you want. A bit more mind games over here. He's trying to get me to chase him, which I'm now doing, and now I see there's a lot of AA around. But I kinda hope that he will come back for my planes, which he is doing. And I have more planes on reserve, so I hope that he will commit to a fight here. But again, he's smart, he keeps going back. So a lot of infantry here. Seems like they're concentrating for attack, but the mortars are shooting at that forest, so we'll do some damage. 1311 here. Again, trying to counter barrage. I don't know what this is though. This seems like... what is that? Is that an M8? No, that's just like a little Ford something. Is that a transport? Has a radio? I think that's recon as well. So, in hindsight, I should have moved one plane over here just to see where his AA is, and then I should have shot at the AA with the B4s. So 3 enemy fighter planes here again. I don't know what kind of planes these are. Maybe American, maybe not. The good thing about this counter barrage attempt is I do a lot of damage to his units coming in. Well, not really, just mostly panic, but you know. Automachiki moving in over here to the right. Nothing is happening. A bit of a Sitzkrieg here, just sitting around shooting each other with arty, but you know. It's mind games. Who will commit his air force first? Luckily I have a lot of planes, but this division gets a lot of planes and a lot of good planes as well. Okay, Kazaki moving into the forest, get caught by the Sturmoviki. But there's a lot of infantry coming in. Luckily I have some Automachiki here that I can push into the forest. Kazaki get taken out. These guys don't have AT weapons, so I'm not too afraid for my OT-34. Again, 203 mil shooting at the Su-76s. Didn't even take out one of them. So kind of pointless, mostly doing morale damage. Over here, Sturmoviki destroying a lot of his stuff though. Again, no commitment here. Here comes the PTRSs trying to take out that OT-34. I move in some AA of my own. Enemy infantry coming forward will get shredded by all the MGs of the guards here and the sniper, of course, supporting. He's trying to squeeze his way through the forest, which players often do in Orsha. So gotta be wary of that. These Sturmoviki are wrecking stuff. 2 Automachiki squads now moving in. 40 and 10. 203 mil. I'm starting to just shoot blindly into these positions because I think there's a lot of stuff there, which I'm right about. Mortars here, 82 mil. I think I tried to counter barrage them, but I'm not sure. To the right, not much movement. Yes, 120 mil, no. Again, I'm trying to kill that Su-76, which is a mistake again. We're mostly winning the first fight due to our Automachiki and Sturmoviki here. So he's right at the edge of the map. My 203s are firing over here because I see him firing up the road as well. Moving in T-34, just trying to annoy him a bit because they're cheap and I just want to shoot at stuff from these positions over here because I feel that I'm winning for now. As the RD leader is right next to them, buffing them, as you can see. All of his stuff seems to be getting dismounted here, which is really good. Automachiki versus the Kazaki. The Automachiki should win, of course. There we go. I move the Andrusha dangerously close here. It's even under RD fire, but I'm hoping that I can take out some of this stuff. So the Andrusha aiming for now. His planes again strafing out a lot of my stuff, which I really can't do much about because he placed his AA really good here. I have some AA, but it's not annoying him too much. I think one of the SUs just got taken out, which is proof that you can take them out, but it's not too easy, I guess. Andrusha shot. Rocket hits the resupply truck, which is good. Doesn't take out any of the Su-76s though, which is a pity. And I try to move this thing back, but it gets panicked, but it's gonna move back anyway, so it's good. My Air Force here as well, now doing some strafing of their own. I'm trying to lure him into an air battle, which he kinda accepts now, because he only sees 3 planes, so I take out one of his planes. Here comes the ace, and he moves in his rocket planes as well to support him in the air fight, and here comes my Air Force. I think he didn't expect me to have so many, but I do have many. So First real air engagement over here. The ace will go down, I think. Yes, there we go. So he loses a lot of planes here. Good for me. 14-10. It's mostly taking over the forest now. PTRSs are here. And I guess we will need some reinforcements over there. So T-34 seems to be in trouble. I have some Automachiki moving in. I'd like more infantry there. 203 is firing at the Su-76s again. It's a bit of RNG really. If they get a really good hit on them, they might take them out, but it's unlikely to happen. So forest is mostly getting taken by the enemy troops now. My mortar is now trying to do the same thing. To the right there was some sort of engagement here, probably a Kazaki squad running into the Sturmoviki. And we are still in phase B. My Air Force now trying to strafe out his infantry. I feel like I have the air superiority now, trying to take out more of his planes. He has a lot of them too. And I overextend a bit here, so I have to retreat because these things hurt. And I should have shot them the whole game. That was just a mistake. Better than shooting these SUs, you know. Although it's having the nice effect that it's sometimes dismounting some of his troops. Automachiki moving in. I have more infantry now coming. I want to retake this forest, so I have 3 Automachiki, Sturmoviki, and the RD leader, which will serve as an infantry leader in the forest. Now that I see his units, the unit density is really big here, so my RD could have done a lot of damage if it didn't shoot all the time at that stupid Su-76. I should have realized that these are Su-76s because they didn't stop shooting. Samcha is engaging the T-34s will win this fight. AAP is helping here, engaging the enemy infantry. I move in the Yak to catch some AA fire. Behind them the 2 Yak-9Bs trying to take out these enemy Shermans. So good shot, 2 Shermans go down. So these Yak-9B is probably the best plane the Soviets get. Super useful against enemy armor. Can fight enemy planes as well. I think I just killed oh my god! I think I just killed 2 Su-76s. Yeah, there was nothing else to take them out. I think that 203 got a direct hit. Glad I caught this. Didn't really see it directly, and I don't know, I can't go back, right? There's no rewind feature or something, I don't know. But we saw it, so that was really good. So maybe it's worth doing these counter barrages. I switch targets now as if I knew, because I got bored at shooting at that place. So now I'm shooting at the forest. I saw a mortar there. So we're winning the RD fight for now. I tell my mortars to shoot there as well. We're not really doing any real damage to it. Only panic. My infantry moving in now, cleaning up the forest. These Kazaki have no chance against this combination. Some PTRS is hanging around there. 14-10. I think he's playing really conservative for now, but he will start pushing. So here we go. Strafing out some of these Shermans. The M42 gun does some good damage. T-34 flanking. Gets a shot. Takes out that Sherman. Yak-9B didn't drop. Okay, he dropped some on the infantry, I think, and pinned down my Sturmoviki, which was bad. To the left, he keeps pushing in more infantry into this forest, which get taken out. These guards, I think I'm trying to get them here, but they take the bad route, so they're basically useless now. I should have left them around here or here, and then I wanted to push this forest. He's gaining some ground on the right. I'm not really concentrating there. Somehow regains this objective as well here. Because I retreat my guys, I have some mortar fire on me. There we go, mortar gets taken out. The 203 is really effective actually. IS-1 engaging something. I don't know what. Probably these guys up there. So I just put it there to soak in some of the enemy attention and fire. I don't think you can field too much of really heavy armor, so I'm not too worried about that. 1311. Kazaki now moving forward behind my line. Sturmoviki are here. A lot of Kazaki coming in. My planes are just strafing around. I move the AAPs too close to these Kazaki, so they take it out. They have a PTRD. More Kazaki moving into the forest, which will get taken out by this blob of death here. Most of my stuff now shooting at the forest line. Andrusia taking a shot at these Shermans. Will not really do anything except panic them. Andrusia didn't do much this match. The 203s were much more effective. Here we go, some good shots here. Enemy infantry coming in on both flanks. KB-85 is here as well. Really good tanks, honestly. So here we go, these guys right in the face of my T-34 shooting it, which is pretty funny. And the objective is lost, 12-12. A lot of his air force coming in, so even though he lost the last fight in the air, he has a lot of stuff left. So I gotta take care. Mostly are these rocket planes, but they can fight, so I kinda take the opportunity here and move in as much of my air force as I can field, trying to take out the rest of his air force, but he has a lot of planes as well. Here we go, he has even more fighter planes, vetted ones. So a bit of a mess in the air right here. I'm saving up points to move in some AA, I think, because I need all the help I can get to win against these vetted planes. Mostly, I think some of his planes are getting shot down. There goes one of my planes. And he starts soft retreating, I would say. So most of the rocket planes go down, but the fighter planes are left. He moves in even more of them. And I move in some AA. Trying to damage these guys. My planes are not vetted, so, you know, I move in more Yaks. Just trying to get definitive air superiority here, which I feel that I need. So here we go, some shots. He starts retreating now, seeing that the AA is doing a lot of damage. He does the same thing on his side, so, you know. Over here, the objective is mostly lost. To the left, I'm attacking the forest again. These guys will clear out the enemy. Let's see, the air fight is more important, I would say. So I lose a lot of stuff as well. He loses a lot of stuff. I would say it's a draw, although he might have lost more planes. 13-11 I'm losing now. This blob again cleaning out this stuff. No problems there. 203 shooting there. I tell my 203s to shoot the village now. I expect him to have a lot of stuff there. He has captured both objectives here, so that is bad. Trying to close on these Kazaki, which can be a bit tricky. So 203 is firing. There we go. A lot of damage here. Lobbing against these things is really bad. So new shots coming in. Miss. Track's broken on the IS-1. So that thing won't be moving anymore. And I can't really get a repair truck there. MSHA trying to get into the forest. Will get taken out by the Automachiki. They have really good AT at close range. I think my 203 is still shooting at the village, although he moves most of his stuff out. Still losing 13-11. So we go, MCHUK goes in. I don't know why he decided to do this. I just tell my blob to come out of the forest and attack. One bad thing about the flamers in this situation is they make the tank move, so, you know. Automachiki moving in. Throw their nade. MCHUK gets surrendered. Pretty good. Again, I'm chasing down some of his planes, at least trying to. 12-12 right now. He's regaining ground. I try to lure him over my AA and he is not really following because he knows. And now it's time for the spam, I guess. Well, the spam kinda has already started. I think he's trying to just make me deplete my infantry, but I have a lot of it. I managed to push here with some squads that I just had left over, take the objective for a while. Over here again we get into engagement with these Kazaki, they will lose. Guards, KV-85s, I'm trying to get this area. I'll kill one enemy squad. Although I'm not really paying attention to this fight at the moment. I'm just attack moving them through the forest, honestly. That enemy squad goes down. I see that his main push is kind of coming from here. All of this is moving down as well. So he's really trying to brute force his way through. I move in some snipers to actually see what's going on. Again, 2 targets here, mostly shooting here and here. Mortar is trying to shoot that enemy blob that's coming in. A lot of my guys getting strafed out here because I'm not really paying attention. I'm trying to defend this area. A lot of guards moving in. Andrusha only has 4 rockets. I think I'm out of ammunition for my arty for the most part, so I just shoot them at the enemy infantry here. So get some panic damage done. Another air engagement, I lose 1 plane, but he loses his as well. So we're mostly trading. Arty now shooting at that forest, which... well, it was shooting at the forest here. Which was a good choice. Although I didn't see any infantry there, I was just blind firing. And I'm switching targets to these guys over here. Problem is, I'm running out of ammo for these guys as well. Don't have any more stewed bakers. So I have like 6 in my deck. And I run through that ammunition pretty fast. So here we go, 13-11. He's trying to stop the clock. PTRS just chasing, Automachiki chasing these PTRS through the forest. And a lot of guards on the field. And now I move in a lot of my Air Force just trying to take out these Shermans. I kind of lose sight on them, so I think all of these shots miss. Well, they don't. But only 1 Sherman goes down. I'm starting to use these Yak planes to support my infantry. So they can do that. Mostly good panic damage on enemy infantry. He's trying to push the forest again. 30-11 now. A lot of guards contesting this push here, which is sorely needed. He still has ammo for his mortars, so that's an advantage here. I have some ammo left for this, I think, yeah, about 7 shells, but that's it. Most ineffective fire for now, I don't know, yeah, they're shooting the forest still, but nothing there. I'm using my A to support my infantry, I kinda need it. Over here we have another MCHA moving in, which does a good job at taking out infantry. So I'm moving into the forest, just trying to do as much damage as I can. Sturmoviki LPO, I have some left over, just trying to push through here, not letting him gain any points. So here we go. Enemy AT gets taken out. I still have some shells for this RDP shooting into the forest, which is a good choice. Good panic damage. Over here I'm getting slowly pushed through the forest. I have some Sturmoviki here which won't be able to take that, but reinforcements are coming. More infantry coming in. It's all about the infantry on Orsha at least. These guys doing a good job at keeping my forces back for now. Moving in guards now, trying to push this objective as well. Oh, there's a lot of infantry here. Again, MCHA moving through the forest, doesn't really spot any of my stuff and gets flamed to death. I think it, yes, I think it got flamed to death, so that's cool. More Automachiki moving in, 12-12 right now. MCHA shooting at the IS-1. Don't have much of a chance to take it out, but can annoy it. And big infantry push coming through. So in the chaos of battle he didn't dismount some of his units. You know, it happens. More infantry moving through here. I'm losing 13-11. Slowly closing the pocket around this infantry that's left. The sniper is doing a good job pinning these guys. AAP's helping out. We're mostly pushing through here. He's smoking in this AT gun. Although here we go, here comes the train. A lot of Kazaki coming in. I'm trying to push the guards through here, but you know, I can't really do everything at once, so most of them get taken out in the transports. Another engagement, we're winning for now, but a lot of planes coming in, and here comes the Air Force. Just bombing every tank I can see right now. Because why not? Most of them go down. So that was pretty good, I would say. We pushed through on the right, now I'm just starting to advance on this objective. I'm still losing 13-11. He made a lot of progress here with his infantry. Now guards, Automachiki, everybody coming in. One squad gets taken out. And here we go, another infantry engagement. Now moving in more infantry, trying to push these guys out of these positions. This is where he gained the most ground for now. So mostly an infantry fight now, but There's a lot of infantry. And he's still using his air force to full effect. So I wouldn't say I have air superiority, I would say it's undecided still. I'm trying to retake this objective with the guards, so mostly 12-12 right now. Nobody winning. But we're pushing through on the right. Guards coming in now to a good position where I can actually push this objective. These guards as well doing a good job. I'm just trying to attack on as many places as possible, so he has to spread out his forces. He has to get reinforcements here as well. Studebaker with one supply going to attack the enemy, I guess. Again, most of his infantry is around here, pushing. In the middle, the situation is slowly stabilizing with my infantry coming in. Sturmoviki, guards, AAPs. I'm trying to contain this push. And here come the Shermans. His infantry emerging from the forest, absolutely wrecking my troops here. I don't have anything to oppose them here. But we're making some progress in the middle with KV-85 support. 13-11 I'm losing again, even though I pushed through to this side. Sturmoviki here out of Machiki, but guards are where it's at. Guards are the best choice against these guys, taking them out on the distance. Air Force here again, just hitting some of my infantry. KV-85 in an engagement with the Shermans. I take this objective as well, 12-12. And here we go. Another infantry fight. The thing that's keeping me down for now is my lack of ammunition. I have no RD support right now, which is why he's making some successful pushes here. I move in some of my air force, trying to soften these guys up over here. Panic some of my stuff as well, but panic most of his stuff too. So this is good. I'm starting to push with my infantry again. Over here, guards moving through again. My air force attacking the enemy Shermans. Taking out one, I think. These Kazaki winning against two guards, which is quite strange, but these are the PPSH squad, I guess. We will take this objective, 59 right now. And I think this is where we finally break him. I think I still had around at least 20 guard squads. I had around more than 10 Strafniki. I didn't buy a single Strafniki this game, which is strange for me. I usually like them. I even had around 10 Automachiki and maybe some Sturmoviki left. That means I was in for the long haul. And he's moving in these snipers, which means that he might be out of infantry. All of this is an interesting division and I want to play it now, because it looks really, really interesting. Strong air force, strong infantry, Shermans, even some snipers, which I usually like. Yak 9B coming in on the Shermans again. Drops. Panics everything over here, but doesn't take anything out. I think we can go faster now. Nothing much is happening. I'm just pushing the middle. He's moving in. So, moving in these recon squads. I think he's out of infantry. That is the only explanation I have for now. Moving in AA. He's just buying what he has left, I would say. ISU 152 here will do a lot of damage to everything that's coming down that road. Some good shots here. But the Kazaki come in and have their final revenge, I would say. So ISU gets taken out. But the game is already over. So good game, well played to my opponent. Pretty interesting. And let's look at the team stats. I killed a lot of stuff, he killed a lot of stuff, you know. Let's see what stuff was effective. So Stormoviki, very effective. Stormoviki here taking out a lot of infantry actually. Andrusha didn't really do, just killed this Studebaker, which is good. 120 mil, killed the Kazaki squad. T-34 did some good damage. B4 actually takes out 2 Su-76s, 1 mortar and 1 AT gun, which is good. AA gun does good the job, takes out the enemy ace as well. Automachiki, shredding infantry. Yak 9B, 4 MCHAs. B4 again 2. Oh, I think then counter barraging arty might be a good idea after all with this high caliber arty. Automachiki, good job. KV-85 as well, doing a lot of damage. Most of my units were pretty effective here. ISU-152 wasn't on the field long, but took out 3 enemy units. Let's see what... yeah, AA mostly. Sherman killing something. Yeah, the Kazaki did a good job as well. They're interesting squads, honestly. And that's it for now, I would say, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I will be back soon with more 1v1 games. So thank you for watching and see you soon.